Just one single pull. That's it. Oh my god. This thing is pretty quick. Welcome back, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. But as you guys can see, this is the second video of the channel ever since I stopped posting for around 2 years. And as you guys saw by the title, today's not going to be a video on an RC car nor an e-bike, but on my FRP mini bike. And as you guys can see, this is the FRP Gmb100 mini bike. And as you guys know, this comes with a 99cc 3 horsepower engine. And I haven't added any single aftermarket mod. But just a disclaimer, guys, remember this bike I have bypassed the limiters like the governor and the throttle limit. So this bike will be going faster than usual, like out the box. And if you guys want to know what I did for the throttle stop, there's normally a screw under here that is right on that little hole right here, my middle finger, so that when you pull the throttle, it stops it. But now that I've taken that off, I am able to hit full throttle. And the way I bypass my governor is not by taking apart the engine, but as you guys can see on this little link right here, I've attached a zip tie as hard as I can. And what this basically does, it does the same thing as if removing the governor from the engine, but instead this is more simple and it bypasses it as well. Unlike the Coleman CT100U, which is retailed at around the same price, this one can be much faster. 'Cause years ago I had a black Coleman and I did the same things I did to this bike, and my max downhill was only around 37. So on this one I've made it gone up to 40 miles an hour, which I will show you guys today. But there's nothing much special added to the engine besides just bypassing those limiters and just using regular gasoline. And as always, you always have to keep your maintenance good with your oil to do the oil changes. I recommend you the way I do it, which is around every 3 months, depending on how much I ride and how fast I ride. So if I'm riding consistently for like 2 weeks every single day and I'm going fast, I will probably change it like every month. But if I'm riding like 1-2 weeks, I'll probably do it like, you know, every 3 months or every 2 months. But enough talking, guys. As you guys can see, here's the mini bike, and let's start riding. Before we start riding, let me show you guys how to start it. So what to do to start it, of course, you have your kill switch here. You have to maintain it on. And then if it's a cold start like this, you have to keep the choke forward. And once you make sure you have that, now you're ready to crank it and pull it. And unlike other bikes that take longer, this thing normally just cranks up in one single start. Let me give you guys a quick demonstration. So remember, you have to keep this on and have this forward for a cold start, and then one pull. And as always, once you start it, remember to pull the choke back to keep it running. Before you start riding, I recommend you to leave it on for around 30 seconds to a minute to let it warm up, and then you can start riding with no problem. And right now we're running it with half a tank, and this tank has a capacity of 0.49 of a gallon. So right now we should be running around like quarter of a gallon of gas, but I gotta tell you guys, the range is awesome in this bike. We'll be running full speed for like a couple hours for a full tank and come back with a half tank. Let's just get right into it and let's start riding. All right, guys, now I got my gloves on. We're about to start the mini bike, and as always, I'm gonna keep this on just to show you guys the range, the time, and the speed. But I will be using another app as well for the top speed, but once we get into that. So right now, let's get it starting. Remember, you gotta turn your kill switch. And I already let it running for a bit, so we're gonna keep it like this. Once it's warm, it's just one single pull. And there we go. Let's get to riding. It's a nice day today, you know. Sunset time. Sun's going down. Gonna go for a little cruise and a little video. And hopefully I can show you guys a good review on this mini bike if you guys are interested in getting it, because I highly recommend it. It's really fun, but as always, you gotta be safe with it. Alright, we're out. Do you guys hear that engine? 3 horsepower. Not the best, but I gotta say it is really good for what it is. As well, guys, I forgot to tell you, but you do get your rear brakes that are disc brakes, and these things are honestly really good. I've owned this bike for around a year and I have not had to replace them a single time. But let's get into it and let's start riding. So we're cruising at 15 miles an hour, I guess. But it is very shaky on the bars, so that's why I had to buy the new foam mount, because like how I explained in the last video, that other foam mount on my mini bike is not good. We're gonna turn right over here. All right, we're gonna do a little pull here. We're gonna pull up our other app. Let's see, top speed. Let's do a little pull, full throttle. My gosh. Gonna go in the dirt. Okay. This thing is pretty quick. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. And the other thing I gotta say is this is a pretty good size for my height. If you're around like 6 foot below, this should fit you really good compared to other mini bikes. Because this frame is more stretched compared to others like the Coleman's, and that's the only reason why I got it. And yeah, you could get other forks on the website where you pay an additional, I think, $80. But overall stock, it comes really good for a $450 mini bike. So let's go off here. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, the speed is honestly really good. Acceleration is not that bad, I gotta say. At first, when you get this stock, the acceleration isn't super fast since your throttle is limited. But now that I could full throttle, like, it's been so much better. The brakes are really, really loud. Another thing I like about this bike is that it doesn't come with off-road tires, but it comes in all-terrain. So unlike those knobby tires that will get flat like a month after using it on the road, these tires that it comes with should stay like new for more than a year. Because I bought this bike around last year in the summer, like around July, and I have not needed to replace any sort of tire besides when I punctured my rear one. And I had to replace them because these tires are tubeless, so it's just the rim and the tire and that's it. But they are super durable, which I've taken them off-roading. But besides that time that my tire got punctured, it was from a big screw like that. And that had to be on the first day I received this bike. But yeah, this bike is super fun. And once it gets to a certain speed and you pull it, the torque is like but it is way faster than my e-bike. I mean, my e-bike might have the acceleration at first, but once this reaches 20, it's going. Like, it's not gonna stop. Because this thing has, normally on straight roads, max 35, 36. But when it's like this, like slanted, I have made it gone around 40, which I will show you guys in a bit. So let's go to this neighborhood. But I gotta say, if you're looking into buying any sort of mini bike, get this one because unlike the GTS frames, like those tires are flat. So if you hit a certain angle as you turn, you're gonna slip. And since these ones are more round, I've been able to turn at like deep angles and stuff as I lean. Let's see. Alright, we're here. But as you guys can hear the engine with the stock muffler. Woo! This bike is fun. The e-bike is cool and soft and smooth, but I gotta say this one is so much faster. As always, check your left and rights. Be precautious, safe. Alright, we're gonna do a little full throttle on a half tank of gas. Miles an hour. This thing normally goes around 36, but I think I know what happened. Hold up. Let me turn it off. Ah, I see. That should be better. Anyways, let's get back to riding. I was a bit confused, but one pull. Let's do a little flyby here full speed. Let's see what speed we could get. Let's go full speed. Already 7 miles an hour. That's not bad. Okay, let's adjust this again. A bit more. There we go. Yeah, now it's better. This engine is honestly not bad. This is a pretty powerful engine for what it is. 3 horsepower. We reached 37 miles an hour. Yeah, this is a pretty, like, it actually cruises at a good speed, you know? Like, unless you pull it. Wow. It's pretty nice. Another good thing about this bike, I gotta say, is the frame, because unlike other mini bikes that you have to drill holes into the mount when you want to put a 212 in it, on this one, since the space is more stretched out and long, like bigger, because on this frame you could fit a plate mount and then put your engine on top of that, so you don't have to be drilling holes. Look at that Corvette. Let's see. I'm just holding the throttle here at a certain speed. This is pretty fast. And look, as I turn, I could lean, you know? I could really lean on this bike because of the roundness of the tires. But unlike other bikes like the GTS ones, those are really nice, but I mean, you can't really be doing anything like this because the wheel is just flat on the front most of the time. So yeah, let's see what's going here. I have taken this off-roading. I took it to Arizona one time on this dirt trail. Since the tires are all-terrain and not dedicated towards like off-roading, there has been times where this thing fishtails in the gravel and it gets pretty scary, but you know. Let's get over this. Here, we're gonna do a full speed down the street. I have been pulled over once in this, which is one bad thing, but that's why I don't ride in public roads anymore. I just ride like, you know, like in neighborhoods. Because this thing has got me in trouble, but, you know, lives did not get impounded. But full speed. Miles an hour, let's go. We hit it. Oh my gosh, I was holding that for a long time. Yo, this bike is quick. This is so much faster than the e-bike. Oh wow, these guys are going fast. We're gonna have to catch up, I think. That was 40 miles an hour on the mini bike with no aftermarket parts. So yeah, right now we're cruising at 25, 26. Pretty good speed. Engine is pretty sick, I gotta say. Yeah, let's get to riding. Let's see what our speed is at. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 miles an hour. Yeah, we were 25 at the end. That's pretty close. This is a pretty good mini bike, I gotta say. I recommend if you guys are looking into any sort of mini bike. It's not too heavy as well. It weighs probably like around 70 pounds or something. It's, you know, it's not hard to carry. But I mean, look at that. Oh my gosh. Acceleration downhill is so much faster. Yeah, as always, you know, wear your gear, like how I'm starting to do it, because I usually never used to wear my helmet or anything, but now that I'm filming, you know, I'm gonna start being more precautious over myself, especially if I'm gonna push it to full speed and everything. I gotta be careful. And what I've seen is that if you pay an extra couple bucks, you could get yourself an LED bar that's rechargeable. But you know, I bought this bike around a year ago, so there wasn't much options to it. Yeah, this is honestly a really good bike. I love it a lot. I've had so much fun with it, and it always brings a smile to me every time I use it. Oh snap, new review video coming up. Dynapack. This bike is honestly really good. You guys can see like the size, it looks small, but it can honestly fit you. Like I've had friends who are 6 foot tall ride my mini bike and stuff, and they fit perfectly. Your knees don't hit the bar. The turning radius, I gotta say, it's pretty bad. But honestly, if you know how to lean, like how I'm starting to do, you see, the roundness of these tires is the good thing. You could turn with the little bit of space you got, but lean at the same time so you get more turning. So yeah, this bike is pretty simple. And what I was saying about the frame, you do get a bit of more space on the top compared to others and in the front. So if you ever want to install that 212, instead of drilling holes into your plate, you do got to put an extra mount and then just put the motor on top. So then when you want to install your Predator 212, all you got to do is just buy a separate plate mount and then attach that to this one. And then you got to put your 212 on top. And that's without any sort of welding or drilling any sort of holes. But yeah, on this bike, I do got to say, guys, if you guys want to see more content, let me know. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down the video what else you guys want to see with this bike or my other e-bike. Because soon I will be starting a series where I will be buying little Amazon budget parts just to show you guys which is best. Like soon I will buy a straight pipe for this and a new air intake. And then I will show you guys as well, same thing, it's top speed, runs, and everything, how the performance goes. And compared to the e-bike was $560 that I just reviewed, and this mini bike was only $450 with shipping and everything. So for $100 less compared to the e-bike, do get 40 miles an hour out of it. But the only bad thing is that you got to deal with cops. Unlike my e-bike, you know, it has pedals, 25 miles an hour limited speed, but it has good range. And so does this have good range, but the only bad thing is that you got to be precautious over cops and security so you don't get pulled over or get any tickets. And the worst thing, to get an impound. But yeah, I have gotten pulled over by a cop, but all I did was, you know, talk good, be nice, and then yeah, he let me go for free. Switch is on, and let's go. But yeah, as always with these things, since there's no suspension, I do gotta say, wear your gear, protective gear, your helmet, your hands, and everything. Just basically cover up, because if you ever hit a bump that's hard, this thing will send you flying. If I ride here, like, let me show you guys. Compared to my e-bike, which is smoother with the shocks, like you could just hear my voice. It's like all shaky. I should probably turn the little light on, like a little bike light. Man, you can't even see the difference. Who knows how much gas we have right now? Because we started the video with half a tank. Let's see. Oh my gosh. This thing is going. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was a bump. But especially do not ride these at parks, public parks especially, because as you guys saw the other video, even with the pedal e-bike that's legal, I got confronted by Karen. So I gotta say, just be careful, because there are people who just want to get you in trouble and stuff. But like the torque is really good. There is a certain speed that you gotta hit so the torque is like more punchy, because I guess that's when it hits the RPMs where it's normally limited. So once you like overpass that, it just goes full power. Like normally this is how fast it goes. When it was stock, you had limited throttle and it will just go like this, like that. That's how it would go. But now that I can do, look at that. Like, geez, this is so much faster. The gas is really good. Like if you don't have a gas tank, I say just simply buy like a 1 gallon, or I think I have a 2 gallon at home, but I barely had to fill it every like probably 6 months, because this thing only takes less than half a gallon. So and it lasts you a long time. I've been riding for almost like an hour, and I've been going more than 10 miles an hour. Like, like this thing will last you guys a long time. If you're gonna modify it, it's not gonna last you guys as much, because you know you're gonna push the engine to higher RPMs. So let's hit a little run, and then let's go on the dirt. Miles an hour. That was pretty quick. I did feel the wind hitting against me, so I wasn't able to go too good. But either way, this is way faster than the Coleman. Coleman will only reach 36 max on like a downhill. Oh, that was bumpy. This thing does fish tail though, I gotta say. This starts like going like that. Look at this. This is an uphill. It is pretty steep. Now I'm gonna show you guys the top speed at 40. Let me see. There's still so much gas. So remember, if you guys spill any sort of gas, remember that the muffler is literally right there. So I don't recommend you starting it immediately. I say try to dry it with some towels or something. Let it dry for around 10 minutes and then see if you can ride it. Because of course, this is very flammable. You know, it's gasoline. You know, you got to be careful because this thing could just literally blow up on you. I'm gonna put my phone over there on the street lamp, and I will be showing you guys the POV of the full speed and how it looks from a certain angle. But yeah, let's get into it and let's go. All right, so let's start it. The car coming, so let's just try to go as quick as we can. Oh, it's catching up. Oh my gosh. Remember, do not try this at home, especially if you're not experienced with your bike or any sort of vehicle. If you know how your bike is, I say you could try it, but just please be careful and every time you do something like this. Full speed on the Frp Gmb100, governor bypass, and throttle stop removal. Let's go. Okay, picking up some speed. This is where the speed comes. Oh my gosh. This engine is screaming. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo. No way. Oh my goodness. That's it. Oh my gosh. Woo. No way. I hope you guys heard that engine. This thing was screaming. Alright, now we're gonna turn around. Oh my gosh, that was pretty quick. That low-key got me nervous. You guys see that? Oh my gosh. Turn it off. So yeah, here's the bike as you guys can see. Honestly, I've had so much fun today riding it. There's never a single day that I don't have fun with this bike or any sort of my bikes that I have. If you guys want to get a mini bike, I do recommend this one. This is really nice and it's really fun, fast. It has everything, honestly. Especially as a first mini bike or any sort of first ride, e-bike, whatever. I do recommend you get something like this to sort of get you and build up that experience of getting speed and in any sort of size. But yeah, that was today's video, and thank you guys so much for watching the video. But as always, I thank you guys so much for taking your time to watch my videos and my content and for supporting what I dedicate my time to. I appreciate you guys' support. And if you guys like, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what other content you want to see, including this mini bike or my e-bike. And I promise more content will be coming out soon. And as always, I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day, and to always take care, remember. And as always, stay blessed. See you guys on the next ride.